Let's talk peanut butter balls, as we know them in Ohio as Buckeyes. Buckeyes are really easy to make. You start off with a mixture of 2 cups of peanut butter, 1/4 cup of regular butter. You heat that up. I put it in a microwave, and I heated it up for 20 seconds at a time till it was soft and very, very pliable. Then to that I added 2 cups of powdered sugar. Once you get to the 2 cups of powdered sugar, you get something which looks like this. It's a crumbly dough-like texture. I'm mixing this up with my hands. From that crumbly dough-like texture, you are going to make 1-inch balls, or you're going to make Buckeye-size balls. Now, I find that, I will admit, I'm a rustic person, so mine aren't going to be beautifully even. And that's okay. Some of you might be having a heart attack because they're not beautifully even, but this is me. I'm not the person who goes through and says, oh, they've got to each be 1 inch exactly. No, they're going to be whatever size I make them to be. And I've found that people like to have different sizes, so that's cool. So, once you get them all made, and I'm making these as I'm talking to you, then you're going to put them in the refrigerator for 1 hour. So once again, to recap that recipe, it is 2 cups of peanut butter, 1/4 cup of butter. I then added 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Then to that I added the 2 cups of powdered sugar. If it's like really liquid, your peanut butter comes out really liquid, you can add extra powdered sugar. There's no problem with that. And it happens, it just depends on the day. Right now, today, we have a rainy and cloudy day. But oddly enough, my peanut butter seems sort of dry. So I found that the organic peanut butter does have a tendency to come out a little dry. The organic peanut butter is also a bit more grainy than regular peanut butter. So keep that in mind. If you want a really smooth texture, you're going to have to find a really smooth peanut butter. I personally like the more grainy texture. I think it makes them taste, or at least it gives me the sensation that I'm getting a little bit something more. So then, I'm putting these on my cookie sheet, and these will go into the refrigerator or freezer. It's up to you. I put mine in the refrigerator depending upon the day or how hot it is. In the summer, I've known to put these in the freezer. I will put them in for 1 hour, but you just want to firm them up. I'll see you back in an hour. I've waited for about an hour, and the peanut butter balls are now firm. So what we're going to do now is we're going to dip them into chocolate. Now this isn't just regular chocolate. What I've taken chocolate chips, and then I've put a tablespoon of shortening in with the chocolate chips. That will keep it from having all sorts of problems. I've done this before where I didn't do this step because I thought I knew better and I could do it without it, and guess what? Did not work. Now, here's some things to remember. If you want to go with, you could go with, say, 2 cups of chocolate and 2 tablespoons of shortening. That'd be great. Here's what we're going to do first. I'm just going to take my skewer, skewer my skewer my peanut butter ball, dip it into the chocolate to create a Buckeye type effect. Remove it from the chocolate and place it onto my tray. That's if you want to do it that way. I'm not that guy. What I like to do, I want mine to be completely coated. So, I dip it into my chocolate. Coating, coating, coating. Then, I have 2 forks. And I place it onto my tray. Quite simple. Now we're going to do an extra special one. Coating, coating, coating. Remove it, and you're going to see that this is white chocolate. So, we have dark chocolate and white chocolate. So I'm going to do one of each. We'll do one as a Buckeye, Dip it in there. Now remember why I don't do Buckeyes that often. This is what I normally do. Just like I said before. I dip, I coat, and I remove. Now you're probably saying to yourself, well, what are those things that you're using? Well, these are chocolate melters. And you notice how quick this goes. I'm not trying to be fancy, I'm not trying to make these look all perfect. Once again, want to stress, rustic. It's okay to be rustic. It's okay to be imperfect. No, I want them to be saying, ha, well, taste it the best I've ever seen, and it looked pretty good too. Once I've done all the balls, I then will put them back into the refrigerator until they set up and they're nice and firm. Then once they've set up, we'll show you a final picture of what they look like. I'll be back. Once they've set up, you can take them out and serve them. Now, I'm going to do a couple different ways. An easy way would just be to put one or two in a glass. But another fun way is to drop them into drink glasses. Either way, you have some nice, fun peanut butter balls. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this, hit the like button. Also, you can subscribe to this channel to see all sorts of recipes. Listed in the description below will be a link to my blog, which will have this recipe and many others. I hope to see you back next week. Make yourself at home.